that's not an exciting intro to a song, then I don't know what is. That's how I Want to Hold Your Hand kicks off. It's a fantastic 2-chord sequence using just C and D, and it's got a really great rhythm part as well on the D chord. So as you can see there from the diagram, the C chord doesn't begin on the beat, it begins slightly off beat on the and of the third beat of the bar. Then you have another C on the fourth beat, followed by the D on the and beat. And the D carries over into the next bar, and you're not actually playing anything again until the second and third beats, and then the whole thing repeats again. Now the final 2 bars of the intro are just D chord, but they have this really great shuffle type rhythm. And it's a very common rhythm that you heard back in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. I think even Oasis did it a few times in the 90s. So keep the D on the fretboard, don't move it around. And on the second and fourth beat of the bar, what you're going to do is put your little finger on the 4th fret of the G string. And you'll have this sound. A really classic type of rhythm, great rock and roll rhythm, which you can change and play it any way you like. And this rhythm part with the D chord will also be used in the verses as well. And so before we move on to the verses, here's the intro. I love this. 1, 2, 3. The verses use 4 chords, G, D, E minor. Then you've got a choice between B7 and B. Me personally, I go for the B7 because I think it's a better sounding chord for this song. Now those 4 chords, they are 1 bar apiece, and that is repeated before going into the chorus. For the rhythm part, you can do something pretty simple. You can do this particular rhythm that you can see on the screen. And I'm going to demo this for you now. Have a listen to this. However, we can jazz it up a little bit more, and you can play something like this, where you've got the first beat is just a downstroke, and then the second, third and fourth beats are downstrokes on these 2 and 3 and 4 and beats. Just like this. Have a listen to this. So the third way of playing this is slightly closer to the record and slightly closer to John Lennon's rhythm part. It's exactly the same as the intro, the last 2 bars of the intro where that D was doing that shuffle rhythm. So you're going to use that for the D chord, but we're also going to do something very similar for the G chord. Now I play my G chord like this, using the 4th, 3rd and 2nd finger. The rhythm stays the same, but on the 2nd and the 4th beats, you're going to be moving your 2nd finger onto the 2nd fret of the D string. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here it is sped up a little bit. And that rhythm, that shuffly type rhythm, really drives the song and makes this whole thing so damned exciting.
I love it.
The chorus comes immediately after the verse, after the B7 chord, and now you're playing half bars of chords here. You're playing C, D, G, E minor, and then C, D, both half bars, as you can see, and then the G is one complete bar. The middle is nice. I really like the chords in the middle. We've got D minor, G, C, A minor. Love those chords together. And they are complete bars, not half bars like the chorus is. Now if you're singing along to this and you get to the part I can't hide, or as Bob Dylan thought, I get high, what we're playing now is the opening riff, the intro part again. On the lyric I, you play the first C. On the lyric can't, you're playing the second C, and on the lyric hide, you're going to play that D like your life depended on it. Now before we go into the outro, let's look at the running order of the song as it is on the record. You can see here it's the intro, it's verse 1, chorus, verse 2, chorus, middle, verse 3, chorus, middle again, verse 4, which is exactly the same as verse 3, followed by chorus, and then we go into the outro section now. So it's in the last chorus where the outro begins. As you can see from the chords here, you're going to do one round of the normal progression, C, D, G, E minor, half bars. Then the second time we do this, C, D, half bars, we then play one complete bar of B7. Then we go back to C, D, half bars again, before going back to C for a bar. Now here the rhythm changes, and what we're playing now are triplets. And then that's one bar followed by a final exuberant strum of the G chord. What an ending to a fantastic song.
I love it!
Why don't you have a full play along with me? Click the link here, I'll see you there. Thanks for watching, happy strumming.